My dear students, let us see how to concentrate completely while studying. It may be for your NEET exam, JEE preparation, or for your board exam. Studying for a test can be hard, especially if you are distracted. Focusing on studying will make it easier, which means you will finish sooner. The key is to eliminate distractions and set yourself up in an ideal studying environment. So let us start, and I will give you some tips how you have to go about. Number 1, get motivated. If you do your revision well and prepare for the exam, you will do fine. Get to a point with your revision so you can enjoy the exam when it happens. Do not think that the exam is a big deal. Think of it as something to challenge your learning. Set a goal for yourself even if it is a bit unrealistic. Push yourself to do better than what you think you can do, and who knows, maybe you'll surprise your own self. Number 2, set study goals. First things first. Start with basics and set your study goals. Ask yourself why you are here. Possibly you would have traveled across the world for this opportunity. Having fun is certainly one answer, but not the primary one. Knowing your objectives completes half the job. Start now, not tomorrow. Then make a study timetable. Once you know what you want, the next step is to prepare a weekly study timetable. Set a routine for everything. Your timetable could include the time you should go to bed, the time you should have your meals, and most importantly, the time you should spend on studies. There is no hard and fast rule, and you should of course allow some flexibility depending on how things go. But establishing a routine is essential, and do try to stick to your study timetable as best as you can. Next is learn to say no. Now, I'm not asking you to give up all your social activities, but you have to take some bold steps. If you dine out easily, it is better to limit this to 1 day per week, which will help you save some money as well. If you go to cinema every week, try to cut down to once in fortnight. If someone is asking you to accompany them to hang out or hang out in a mall or a cinema hall, you know that you should be studying. Tell them you're busy and let them know when would be a better time. In short, learn to say no when you know you really should. Next, find a suitable studying environment. Your bedroom or classroom isn't always the best possible place. Find a nice, quiet place with a large, comfortable chair like your sitting room, preferably without a television, a computer, or a cell phone within your reach. Don't overthink about social media. Try staying away from social media. The library is usually a nice place to study because it will be quiet. Next is collect revision materials before you begin studying. Do not plan to look for pens, highlighters, rulers, erasers, scale, etc. in the middle of studying. It can be really distracting at times. So, prepare everything you think you need. Make your study table, well in advance. No energy drinks or coffee because sooner or later you will crash out. Fruit and water is very, very good for you because they are simple and effective at realizing and also releasing carbohydrates. Then take short breaks. After 45 minutes of studying, take a 10-minute break and do something different. Try to get back to your studying after the break. The break should not be longer than 20 minutes. Why should you take break? Have you thought about it? Your brain needs time to recharge after it processes a bunch of information. In some studies, taking a break and walking around improved memory recall and simple test scores in subjects. Then sit down and study. You have everything you need in front of you and there is nothing left to procrastinate with. It's just you and the material. Well, what are you waiting for? Use flashcards and notes to your advantage. Flashcards are helpful for some people as they contain important information in a very little space. Use them if you feel they will help you. Lay them out sequentially or order them according to a different theme if you want to give them a little more meaning. Then make use of mnemonic tools. What is mnemonic? The mnemonic tools is a fancy word for memorization. Make some information into a funny song or put information into an acronym, and I hope you all remember WIBGYOR to help you remember what you're trying to remember. Ask yourself why you're studying, what will be the benefit of studying, and write it down on a piece of paper. Every time you get distracted, look at the paper and remind yourself why you are studying and why studying is important to you. Stay blessed. All the very best.